Okay guys, and welcome back. The next thing we need to go over is the privacy and safety section of your settings. Now, if you want to build your TikTok account and gain loads of new followers, I would obviously recommend having everything set on being open and discoverable. You do not want your account set as private, as you will want TikTok to suggest your account to other users and have your content discoverable on different feeds. Having your account on private will prevent this. So if you go on settings and then go to privacy, you will want all of these to be open to everyone. Make sure you allow the app to suggest your content to others, and also make sure that each of these safety measures are set to everyone. I have the liked videos set only to me, as I would prefer not everyone seeing which videos I have liked. Just make sure to have everything so your profile is as open and accessible as possible. Otherwise, you may be restricted on the growth. So guys, make sure your profile's open, you need to be discoverable, and this will help with your growth for sure. Okay guys, that's it. Privacy, safety and done. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye. Okay, so your TikTok profile is split into two names, and both of these are great opportunities for some SEO gold. Firstly, the name at the top of the screen is your profile name, and then your unique username is the one below the profile photo. To get the most discoverability when people search for accounts related to yours, you need to make sure both of these names are easily searchable for people. It's recommended that you use your full name or brand name and try not to include any symbols or numbers. It's definitely better to use words than it is to use symbols or numbers. And you should make sure that your name and your username are the same, or pretty much identical at the least. For example, if your name is James Brown, but this isn't available, use something like Mr. James Brown or James Brown Official. The same goes for your brand. If your brand was called Harry's Teas, but this was taken, you could use something different like harrysteas.co or Harry's Teas Official. Okay, so now I'm going to show you how to edit your username. If you click the edit profile button, you will now be taken to a screen where you have name and username available to edit. It's very common for people to just use their first name as their profile name, but I would recommend against doing that. As well as your username, your profile name is used in search results. So to make your profile easier to find when people search for you, you're definitely better off including your last name too. Just think of how many Daniels there are in the world, compared to how many Daniel Thomases there are. It really reduces the size of the results, guys. And if necessary, you can also add more targeted SEO keywords into your name. For example, if you are a business or you have a particular niche, you can include related terms in your name and username. You could include terms like chef, or fitness, or yoga. Here's a screenshot of the results when I search for users by typing in yoga. These accounts only show up because they have included yoga in their name and username, which now puts them at the top of the search page for yoga, which is huge, guys. Including related keywords will help place your account higher up in search results when people search for those keywords. For example, on this account, I have included keywords such as TikTok and Udemy course, which explains exactly what my profile is about, TikTok Udemy courses. Your username should be kept consistent with the username on your other social media channels, as this makes it easier for people to find you. There's a very helpful website you can use to see what usernames are available on different platforms. It's called namecheck.com. So if you had an idea for a new username or business name, you can check the availability of it here. For example, if I type in TikTok Udemy course, Namecheck will show me what's available across all the different platforms. It seems like nobody has the web domain, but it is now taken for most social channels. If the name you want is already taken on most social platforms, you might want to try and change it a little bit. This is a great tool that you can use to see what usernames are available across different social media channels. Having a consistent username will definitely help users find you easier. Okay guys, thank you very much for listening. That is the end of this lecture, and I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next one. Goodbye. Okay, so in this lecture, we'll be covering how to craft the perfect profile photo. So to edit your profile photo, you'll need to click on Edit Profile again, and then this time you'll click on Change Photo button. Now, TikTok does give you the option to include a video if you wanted to, but this isn't all that popular, so I won't be covering it in this lecture. Okay, so if you're an individual and not a business, the most effective thing you can do for your profile photo is to have a close-up shot of your face. You'll need to make sure it is as clear and high-res as possible. Don't have a zoomed out whole body photo, as these are far less effective and less eye-catching than those close-up headshots. On the other hand, if you're a business, it's recommended to use a clear version of your logo. Or if you don't yet have a logo, you can temporarily use a clear photo of something related to your niche. So here's an example. If I search for Lad Bible, they've got a number of different accounts, and as you can see, they've got really clear, straight to the point profile photos for all of their different channels, which are easily recognizable. Now, there's a couple of reasons why I suggest having a bright close-up shot of your face as a profile photo. The first reason is that having a bright close-up shot will help your profile stand out from the crowd. What I mean is, for example, here is a notifications feed. What differentiates you the most from all the other people in someone's notifications feed is your profile photo. I have changed their names for the purpose of this video, but you can clearly see that both Harry and Emma have standout photos compared to the rest of them. Harry is a fitness model and Emma is a standard creator. Having a close-up and clear photo will help your account stand out from all of the other accounts within their notifications, which will entice more people to view and follow your account when they get notified. Now, the other reason for having a bright close-up is that it can capture people's attention when scrolling for the For You page. So, as you can see, a user's profile photo will appear on the right-hand side at the top of all these icons. You'll also notice the red plus icon that's at the bottom of it. This is a quick follow button, so people can just click the red plus sign to follow someone quickly without having to go on their profile. Having a clear, bright photo will help draw people's attention to the follow button and help entice them in. Here we have an example of a TikTok influence profile photo. It's a close-up photo of her face with a bright orange background, pretty effective and stand out. Another example, for more of a business page, is a bright standout logo. Again, great for catching people's attention and drawing them closer to the follow button. And here is what it looks like on the feed. Bright blue, stands out clearly. For the purpose of this video, I have created a close-up photo of my face with an appealing, eye-catching background. This is exactly the type of thing you want to create, guys. A close-up of your face that's clear with a bright background that will help stand out. These are great for the For You pages, for notifications, and overall discovery of your profile. The more your profile stands out, the more you'll get noticed, and the more you get noticed, the better chances you've got of growth and people following you. Okay guys, so that's it for this lecture. I hope you've learned a lot, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye. Welcome back everybody. The next thing we're going to cover is your bio and the relevant links you should be including. So starting off, to edit your profile bio, you'll need to click on Edit Profile, and then halfway down the screen, you'll see the bio. Click on this to edit. Of course, TikTok has a character limit for their bio, and it isn't a very big one. You only have 80 characters to communicate your entire bio. That's just over half the limit you have on Instagram, which can already feel tight. So to maximize the effectiveness of your bio, most people either use it as an informative bio or an entertaining bio, or both. Typically, businesses, especially startups, will choose to have an informative bio, so they can tell visitors who they are and what they're about, and why they should follow them. For example, here is a personal trainer's bio. He clearly states he's an online fitness coach, he offers his My Protein discount code, and he entices people to clicking on his online coaching link. This is a great example of an effective informative bio for a business. Great use of the online coaching keywords and a creative call to action using emojis. Here's another of Dr. Alex George. Clearly states who he is, what he does, and uses a call to action to direct people to order his new book. But those of us non-business creators usually tend to keep our bios entertaining or inspiring. In this case, it's best to keep them short and sweet, but if you can squeeze a couple of keywords in here that relate to your niche, definitely do so. Keywords in bios definitely help with their discoverability, so you should subtly include them where possible. So here's an example of an inspiring bio. It's very short and simple, but it's effective. Especially with all the social media hate flying around at the moment, it reads, "Be mindful. Nothing nice to say nothing." Short but effective. On the other hand, this is an example of a funny bio. Again, it's not a lengthy bio, but she's clearly making a joke of herself. My guess is that she's probably had a couple of comments on her videos at the start saying she couldn't dance, and now she decided to own it. As long as you stay authentic and add a keyword or two if possible, you can't go too wrong with your bio. Okay guys, that's the end of this lecture. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Goodbye.